Yo, what up, Palos? What up, Lux? Okay, is the multi-streaming room working? I can't even tell. I can't even tell. Dude, I've been away from this for like a week. Or is it 2 weeks now? And I always just forget like how to actually set up everything. Yeah, that was unfortunate, Palos. It was a pretty epic world. Hope you're doing good though, bud. What up, Castro? How are you doing? Okay, I need to see if the YouTube side is live. Is the YouTube side live? I have no idea. Actually funny, Palos. I met like 2 J viewers at at Worlds. One of them was Jervsky. Oh, you were there Sunday in the arena? Gotcha. I hope the arena experience was good. I haven't actually been at I haven't been at the arena. Okay, I don't think the YouTube side is live, right? I don't think it is. Yeah, it says it's not live. Okay, it should be live now. I don't get why.
James,
I lay set to public,
top 10.
and then it says it's unlisted.
You had it in you to make it back to the top JWB.
Let me see. What else do I have to do on this? I need to add it to the playlist. Yep. Oh wait, how do I set? Sometimes and I wish sometimes I could go back to the old days when it's only one that I have to do. Okay, I don't know if the alerts is playing right now, but I do see you, Mustang, with the 48 months with the tier 1. I have no idea if it's showing my alerts. I don't know what's up with my stream setup, but appreciate it, Mustang. Hope you're doing well, man. Yo, what up, Danny? How are you doing? Okay, YouTube is live. Okay. Gotta make sure it's set to private afterward, though. I don't know what is up. Okay, I'm gonna check my YouTube settings real quick. You got front row? That's crazy. When did you line up, Palos? That's insane. Okay, I just need to make sure the settings are right. No altered content. Where's the settings? I need to make sure that this remains unlisted afterward. This is a live stream. I gotta save it to that playlist. Okay, how do I set? Why is this more complicated than I remember? Ads. Where's the send it, make this unlisted afterward? Is it settings? It's probably settings, right? No, that's something else. Okay. Yeah, what up, Corey? What up, Vermilion? Appreciate it, Jacob. You went in as soon as TCG started? Really? Okay. After I left for a little after Unite. That makes sense. Yo, what up, Connor? Appreciate it. What up, Soul? What up, Joe? What up, Days? It's been a while. How are you doing, man? What up, Hawk? I think I said hey to you, Danny, but I'm just making sure. I'm just setting up the stream because I have no idea. Like, I don't know why you setting up YouTube is has been weird today. Because you play Unite, Palos. Are you a League player too? If you're a League player, there's no hope for you, man. You should just give up on life. If you're a League player too. Yo, what up, Wildcat? How are you doing? What up, Sofco? I'm also very bad memory-wise today. For my Worlds team, did I ever consider Jolly Rillaboom over faster fake out than Smeargle? No. Bulky Rillaboom is the truth. In this format, at least. I thought it was a decent set, Palos. I was screaming at Geo because like I think Geo had the game locked several turns ago, but didn't like played too safe, and then James just capitalized on it. What's the plan for today? We're gonna review some of the Worlds matches because I haven't seen most of the Worlds matches, but I do actually want to watch them. I might play some Stadium Ladder in the future, but I haven't decided yet. Yo, we have Mr. Lopez with the super chat. I know it's not much, but thanks for getting 10 for Worlds. You're the best. Well, Mr. Lopez, thank you so much. Like, do not worry about sending me money. I appreciate it. Like, like sending money is already kind of crazy. So thank you so much. Yo, what up, Bam? What up, Arco? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I feel like I'm not. I did say hi to you, Cash. I did. I know I did. Or maybe I mispronounced your name again, which I wouldn't be surprised if I did. Yo, what up, Jonathan? I don't know if I'm going to any events anytime soon, though. Kimari, that's the problem. I don't know if I am. Was I expecting to place well, or did I just go to Worlds but just try my best? I think I kind of just didn't expect to place as well as I did. I was like, my honest expectation is I thought I was gonna go 5-3. That was my honest expectation. Like, that's what I expected, and I had the range of like, okay, I could go 0-3 and I'll be fine as long as I get good matches. Yo, what up, Woody? Or is it just K Woody? It might be K Woody because that makes more sense to me. Yo, what up, Thomas? Yo, what a pretty chill guy. I hope that name was before the chill guy meme was a thing. Will I sign up for any Reg H tournaments or the challenges? I'll probably play the global challenges off stream because they are ways to qualify for Worlds. But I'll probably not be playing any Reg H tournaments. I do have a sub goal, which I'm gonna see what happens to maybe play Vegas regionals, because going to Vegas just sounds epic, but I don't know if I'm gonna play in it. If I hit the sub goal, I'll guarantee playing it, but if I don't, I might show up as a spectator. I don't know yet. Vegas regional just sounds dope, Palos. Hey, appreciate it, Fido. Am I excited for champions? They need to fix the game first. it needs to look better first. Yeah, I know, Tom. Are you gonna go to events this year, man? Are you still in New England? Are you still a New England guy? I don't know how to reg for attorneys though. The Palos, I recommend just turning notifications on for VGC Victory Road. They'll announce them like how to like they'll announce when signups are up, and it's a pretty chill process. If you have a Play Pokemon account, you sign into Arcanine Labs, and then you just like go to registration, click like 3 check marks for VGC, and then you pretty much are signed up. And you pay obviously the, what is it, $80 now to sign up for region? Is it $80 now, chat, or is it still 70? Last time I heard you weren't playing events, you showed up at Worlds and got top 10. I mean, yeah, like I showed up to Worlds, wasn't sure. Oh, you're gonna go to Vegas. I might be there. I don't know if I'm playing though. 300 sub goal. I mean, yeah, Mustang, it is a very big ask, but it's also like I just don't really like Regulation H that much, and September is the event I am preparing for. We're gonna be streaming a lot in the upcoming month, chat. We're gonna be streaming for a lot this upcoming month because September I want to push the streams. We got a lot of epic stuff coming up, even though like Reg H and Reg J are gonna be a bit weird channel content wise. We have a lot of videos coming up in the future, so should be an exciting month to any James fans. Am I gonna watch the side stream matches? I probably will watch all the stream matches eventually. I can't really stream for like crazy long today. I think I'm only doing 2 hours today, maybe 2.5, but we'll try to go as much as we can go. Oh, you're in the Pacific Northwest? That makes sense. Yeah, I heard this Paul Reeves match versus Eric Rios was actually a really epic match, so I did want to watch this. It is $80 now. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it's $80 now. Yo, what up, Taito? Can we have a rental for the team? Yeah, I'll be releasing the rental when I release the video. I still have to record the video, which I haven't yet. I actually recorded one video after coming back from Worlds, which is I used the Ho-Oh team from Worlds. What about Reg H do you not like? I just don't feel like I can take it seriously, man. I can't take it seriously with all the like, I feel like it's way more like, I just don't like games where a lot of it is reliant on, okay, hitting scale shot, getting a 4 versus a 5 hitter, all the dire claw statuses. And yeah, you can obviously prep around them. It's definitely very possible, but like, it just feels like a lot of games come down to like some sleep powder stuff and some other shenanigans. It just didn't feel serious to me. Like, that's why I didn't practice for any of the Reg H tournaments I went to last year. You're using my Weezing HO team that I built for Reg H. Do I think I would play another time? I would probably look into it. A lot of players actually told me that they would be willing to use my team because my team was really good into the Marco team and really good into the Wolf Parish team. I would just have to fix the Ursaluna balance matchup because that one's a little bit negative, but otherwise I felt like I had positive matchups throughout. I don't know, chill guy. It just really depends because I'm not 100% sure on how it would work. I would prefer like the games honestly stay on like I would like a switch, honestly. Like I would like the first 2 years of like a new generation game, right? Like let's say we get the game for Gen 10. I would like it to be like 2 years on that game, and then like once it starts getting stale because they kind of released everything and we're still waiting for like the next game or whatever, then we like play champions and add the other gimmicks, right? I think that would actually be a really cool way to like have hype build, because honestly I feel like if we're just stuck on champions, like sure they can update the UI and stuff, but honestly I'd prefer like if we kept switching a bit, you know? I think that would be really fun. Hey, appreciate it, Mike. Yo, what up, Shira? How are you doing? This is a Paul Reeves masterclass. I'm excited to watch. What's not so serious about Steesler gaming? Well, one of the words he already mentioned it. Yo, what up, Meta? Appreciate it. What up, Hunters? What playlist is this? This is just some Super Mario Galaxy music. You're going to Hawaii next week. Any recs from where you were last year? Where did you go? Where are you staying? Are you staying like the... What's the location called? Hoa or whatever it's called. Honestly, there's just so much good food. Honestly, there's so much good food, honestly, that you don't have to really worry too much. Just like any good restaurant, you can pretty much just find it instantly. I remember there was a banger udon place near my hotel, and it was like super cheap and affordable too, for Hawaii standards. Yo, what up, Kun? Appreciate it. Yo, what up, Bruno? Love seeing someone actually cooking, Red Guy. I mean, I had that build for like 2 months. I had that build for 2 months. All my homies hate Sneasler. Yeah, I hate Sneasler. Makaki, then North Shore. Yeah, there's like a lot of good restaurants. I could probably see like where I went to and that I enjoyed. Yo, what up, Rob Met? Am I gonna play / stream Legends Arceus? Probably not. When does the game come out? It comes out in October, right? I just don't feel like I would play it realistically. Yeah, I don't think I would play it much. I just can't figure it. October 16th? The thing is, I just don't even think I would buy it. Like, that's my honest opinion. I just don't think I would buy it. Because I don't know. Like, the Mystery Dungeon games, I absolutely enjoyed. Like, the Ranger games, I would probably be interested in. There are some side games I'd be interested in. The Arceus stuff didn't really get to me. The Arceus stuff didn't really. Like, I thought the concept was cool. It just didn't really hook me, you know? So, I feel like if it's the same, probably not. Do I think Champions will be the home of VGC indefinitely? I kind of hope not, but it might be. What happened? I only got to watch Friday, and I think people were saying I went 6-0 end of day one. Well, I finished 7-1. There were 8 rounds in day one. I finished 7-1 in day one Swiss, and then day two, they put me on stream 2 times, and I lost both of them, man. I think I'm cursed on that stage. I honestly didn't feel like I played well, though, on day 2, so that was fine. Am I going to review my games as well? I think I will probably review them at some point. We're definitely not going to get to those matches today. but we'll probably review them at some point. Is it normal for most VGC players to not really play spin-off games? Not really. I mean, everyone's a Pokemon fan, right? And it just depends. It's just like I feel like the genre spin-off game for this one, like the Arceus style, didn't really appeal to me. Like, I know some VGC players who love Arceus and who like replayed it multiple times. I was just not one of those people. Well, I see the side match, not gonna lie. I mean, I don't think it's like too much. I mean, I will probably review them at some point. I'm probably sure it's probably going to be for a video. Did you consider using Kyogre this year at Worlds or nah? Nope. After last year, no shot. There was like, after Worlds last year, my chance of using Kyogre was below 1%. Did I regret bringing Eliki at all despite performing well? No, I think Eliki was the mon I want to bring, because even though like it didn't have the greatest streak, no, like here's the thing though, in the mainstream games that I played, it didn't do that well, right? But it literally got me my winning in. It literally got me my win. It won on the side stream match for day 1, where it was determining if I was making day 2 or not. It literally clutched up that round. And then also like I played a few Tornadus teams, and like Eliki was really good in those matchups, so like I have no regrets about the team I brought. Like there's maybe like 1 or 2 things that I could have done, maybe like TV spread wise changes, but overall like I have no regrets about the team I brought. How long should one practice Reg H a day to avoid going crazy? Well, I wouldn't know, Vermilion, because I never practiced Reg H. Yo, what up, Eric? Appreciate it. How'd you decide to pick up Eliki when it wasn't used all that much recently? Well, here's the thing, chat. If you go back to the early Reg-I Breakfast Clubs, like the podcast that I do, I have literally said that I thought Eliki was a super underrated mod that people were not bringing. And guess what? I was correct. I was actually correct about a lot of stuff. Let me just say, the accuracy of the Breakfast Club, like, sure, I have some hits and misses. Of course, everyone does that, right? Remember NIC? Remember NIC when I called, like, Koraidon Shadow Rider or Koraidon Lunala being able to win NIC? I was just off. I was just off about the time period. Look at how it popped off at Worlds. I was right. I was right, man. Like, I had that locked down. I knew that core was incredible, but no, it wasn't NIC because they didn't pop off then. It popped off at Worlds. I was just a bit too early. I was a bit too early for those predictions. Hey, appreciate you, Cesar. All right, let's actually get into the matches, chat. I'm just saying. I kind of went crazy on my predictions. By the way, chat, are there alerts? Well, actually, I don't know if there are alerts. We'll see. Koraidon Lunala CSR was weak to Grim. It wasn't really that weak to Grim. But Grim wasn't that popular at NIC either, so I don't think it was changed. Oh, there was an alert? Okay, I just didn't notice it for some reason. I just wanted to make sure. Was there a super chat alert? I hope there was. All right, let's get into the matches. Am I going to go for a world championship next year? Honestly, I don't know. I don't even know if I'll qualify next year, because I don't think I'm planning to play any events. I don't think I'm playing any events for the remainder of the year, if I'm not mistaken. What's the calendar like? I'm pretty sure there's like no events I'm planning to play. This Champions was confirmed 2026, so I'm not doing LIC, that's for sure. I don't think Toronto is this year, right? No, I think the only event that's near me is Pittsburgh. And yeah, I'm not going to Pittsburgh. I'm actually not, yeah, I don't think I'm going to any events this, for the rest of the year. What was my favorite memory from Worlds this past weekend? I can't really say off the top of my head, honestly. I don't know. I don't think, here's the thing. I don't think there was like a standout moment. I don't think there was a standout moment for me. It was just like everything was good, right? Like I can't really say there was a favorite memory because everything was just good. I didn't remember anything like that popped off. Like, oh, I remember like when I made it into the top 4, right? Like, or something. But yeah. Just win a regional or top 4 at internet's. It's possible, but unlikely, I think. I can just train to Pittsburgh. I mean, I didn't even sign up for Pittsburgh. Like, the thing is, I would have went to Pittsburgh if I got top 4 at Worlds or better. I would have gone to hang out, but I just don't think I just didn't feel like going, because I'm already kind of burnt out from like practice and travel, so I can't lie, California does drain you a lot. Did I meet any girls at Worlds? No, honestly, because Anaheim is kind of a weird subsection of California. Did I have a favorite match from this year's Worlds? I had a lot of good matches, man. I had a lot of good matches. I think, what would be the best one? I think it was my side stream winning in, to be honest, because both me and my opponent played super well, and then I felt like my game readjustment was like cinema. Like the plan worked accordingly. Like it was perfect, like what I did, like how I set it up. Like I got every turn right, played well, my opponent played well, and I just ended up squeaking it out. Who's your least favorite Pokemon to play against after this Worlds? I mean, I still hate facing Squirtle. Did I do anything else in LA besides Worlds? Not really. It was just like a go to a tournament and go back. I didn't do Disney. You guys know I'm not a Disney guy. Have I ever been to Milwaukee regionals? No, I've been to Madison regionals when it used to be actually in Madison and not Milwaukee. I haven't been to the Milwaukee regionals ever. I was greedy for the Vulcan the second game. I mean, like, that's how I'm supposed to try and win that matchup, because normally it's like set up the Volcarona and roar the Calyx Shadow Rider, because remember they had a Zamazenta. My opponent just didn't bring Zamazenta that match. Yeah, what up, Jervsky? How was Finny's? Honestly, like, my friend took me there like twice. Like, the first time was absolutely like subpar my food quality standards. Second time was fine because I ordered the stuff like that's actually like decent on the menu. Although both times I did order like what was the recommended, so I don't know what about the second time was, but the second time was better. Although honestly, it's still like a subpar food place. It's like okay for hangouts. Like the staff was really nice too. Am I excited about the announcement of Champions? Honestly, not yet, because I want to see if Champions is good first. Hey, what up, Caesar? How are you doing? Yo, what up, Pogods? It's been a while. How are you doing? How was the experience there? Was it better than last year's or dreaded Japan Worlds? It was a lot better. I'll talk about it more on the Breakfast Club for sure. Did that location really just open? That's kind of insane, actually. The staff was really nice. The thing that was good about that place was like the wait time was like non-existent, and the food came quickly, so that's epic. All right, I want to watch this match, chat. We should probably at least review one match. I have concerns about Champions. Yeah, I'm kind of worried how they play it long term. I also don't really love the current things we've seen graphic wise, but we'll see. What win am I most proud of? Probably my round 6. Probably my round 6. All right. So we have Paul versus Eric round 1, chat. I'm pretty interested to see how this one goes. We have Spelltech Shadow Rider with the Terra Fairy Draining Kiss option. We have Scarf Miraidon set up Incineroar with Helmet, Sash Urshifu, Terra Ground. I never really liked Terra Ground Clef. I'm gonna be real, chat. I never really liked Terra Ground Clef because you can like play Volt Switch mind games, but honestly, I don't think I've ever had the problem with Clef taking a Volt Switch. And then Covert Cloak Whim. So it's kind of a weird mix between that Shadow Rider Miraidon team we talked about on the Breakfast Club that was able to win a VR tournament. Like it has that setup mode, but a bit more offensive because it has the Whims God. So we'll see how it goes. Yo, what up, Don? Appreciate it. How are you doing? All right, so that's Paul's team, and then we have Eric's team. Also, I should probably speed this up, right? Yeah, I should probably speed this up a bit. And then Eric is just using the Shoma team. This got second place at whatever the Japan grassroots tournament was. And then this, I mean, he has a weird take on it. Chat, I don't, why do you run Imprison No Trick Room Cali Ice on this team, man? Why are you Imprison No Trick Room Cali Ice on this team? I don't get it, man. With Fire, Terra Koraidon, Asalva's Instant, no Protect Flutter. Why is it Safety Goggles Bolt? Why is it not? I guess you have Life Orb on the Lando. Why is it Safety Goggles Bolt? I don't know. Didn't Rios use this to win like a invitational? Was it the exact same status? There's no way it was in prison, right? I'm pretty sure it's Trick Room on the Cali Ice. I think he used a standard build, if I'm not mistaken. I don't like the look of this team. I can't lie. I cannot lie. Are September locals spreading there? Here in Italy, nothing to do. I mean, they don't start till like September. You're not allowed to run VGC stuff until September. Like, I think September 3rd is the start date for like when you can hold competitions for the new season. Yo, what up, Ishigami? How are you doing? We're doing well, man. All right. I am not a big fan of Eric's team. The thing is, if Eric literally had Trick Room, I think this matchup is actually pretty decent. Because he doesn't have Trick Room, the Cali Ice is going to get farmed by the Shadow Rider. I guess you do have Flutter Mane, but you also have to worry about the Clef, and this team doesn't really break through Clef that easily. So yeah, I would probably give advantage to Paul in this matchup for sure. I know Paul did win this, but oh no, this build is just so strange. I guess if you're Paul Reese though, you have to worry about the bolts because if you give it Electro Train, it does a ton of damage to you. So that's like the thing. Yeah, Chiyu was on the original build. Chiyu was over to Lando. I'm not sure if I really like Lando on this build because I don't like. I think Chiyu accomplishes more than what Lando does in this situation, but we'll see. Let's see how game one goes. All right, Flutter Koraidon's pretty standard. Instant Calyx. Okay, I mean, there's like a lot of things you can do here if you're Paul. I mean, you're gonna have to probably play a mind game. It's realistically like, are you gonna switch out Instant into Clefairy and Protect? Are you gonna go aggressive? So Eric kind of has to get that right. You have Terrestrialization. Terra Fairy is generally pretty safe here. There's no Clefairy, which is shocking here actually. Gonna just go for Astral and fake out the Koraidon? That makes sense. Does he bring the Flutter to Sash, which is pretty good? Then you can get Whimsicott in. No fake out, okay. Guess Radiant Protect or... which I guess is fine. This also covers like Collision Course into Instant, so I think this is pretty decent. All right, Whimsicott comes in. Terra Fairy. I mean, yeah, this is a pretty standard play. The fact these Terra Fairy is actually really good for him because he's not like Terra Dark to get directed by Moonblast. Ground Protect, so he gets the call right. So he's in a really fantastic spot now. Yeah, Shadow Ball comes out. Doesn't do too much. He's a really bulky Calyx, by the way. Special Defense drop's actually kind of annoying because without... he might be in Moonblast range now. And he could have just stayed into Astral the next turn and Encore to Koraidon. Now I don't know if you can do that. You might have to go for Tail and Astral, or you might have to go for maybe a switch here in Encore. There's like a lot of things that you could read here, so it's not super easy if you're Paul. I do think like the turn one was fantastic if it wasn't for the Spadef drop though. Like this was like a really ideal turn. Now it's kind of awkward. You can play out of it, but it's still really weird. He's just going to make a super safe play. He's going to Encore to Koraidon. We're going to see the Flutter Retreat into Instant to cover for the Tailwind Astral situation. Instant's also pretty safe here. So, I mean, Paul's still getting a pretty good turn here because you can Encore to Koraidon or it's forced to switch out, which is pretty good. But yeah. Oh wait, should I put battle music, chat? Should I put battle music or should I put calm, chill music? Let me know what you think. Calm music or chill music? Yo, what a Felix, appreciate it, man. Battle? Okay, we have overwhelming for battle. All right, there we go. Okay, we see Koraidon stay in, so I mean Paul gets like the first 2 turns right, which is pretty incredible for him. Like he's in a really good spot now because he gets a free encore off into the Koraidon. Not really a great position for Eric now, because now you have a really safe spot. If you're Paul, you can go for like a fake out swap into Ursh, and I think that's pretty safe for the most part. You could U-turn if you want, but I don't know if you would really want to risk taking a Flare Blitz on the Whimsicott slot. So, I mean, you have a few different options. Was a not high usage restricted that you think could have done really well at the World's Meta? I think the Ho-Oh play was correct. Like, I actually thought Ho-Oh was actually a really good call for the event. I was surprised that Miraidon kind of just bombed this event. He stayed in with Whims, which is surprising to Moonblast. No, he Tailwinded. I don't know. Like, I felt like Eric was safely going to switch there. Now Paul's in a weird spot. I feel like I would have really loved to see Ursh switch if I was Paul. Maybe he didn't want to lose the Sash, but I think this is a way worse spot for him now. Yeah, I think this is a way worse spot because now your Whimsicott's forced to switch and you're taking a Glacial, which is not great. Because, like, well, I guess Eric can't Terra. He Terra'd the Koraidon, right? Actually, wait, he Terra'd the Koraidon. The Kali is vulnerable to Flare Blitz. It's not Intimidated instant. Did I ever play Pokemon Unite? I actually did, Jim. We have videos on the Beast Coast Pokemon channel where it's me, Aaron, and Necra playing Pokemon Unite. I think we played like 3, maybe 3 or something. I don't remember. 3 videos or something. Yeah, what up, Arturo? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. I did not speak to that many women at the World Championship. Koraidon in on the U-turn. I mean, yeah, the Ursh is in a good spot, but I mean, here's the thing. Surging Strikes doesn't KO the Koraidon. And the Sash is broken on Urshifu. I feel like you just got a way worse turn. I feel like his all's turn 1 and turn 2 were fantastic. I just feel the Tailwind was never necessary at all. Like, I think now he's in a way worse spot. Granted, like, the Ursh is still in an okay spot, but like, he doesn't get a knockout here, which is a problem. He's going to try to reposition. Yo, Pagas, thank you for the 2 months. Appreciate it, man. Hope you're doing well. Enjoy your ad-free viewing. I really do appreciate it. Hope you're doing well, man. So Instant is going to retreat into Whimsicott to take the collision course on that slot, potentially. Ursh is going to attack. That's fine. Is this collision course Glacial? Probably should be, right? Oh. Eric went for a Leech Seed into Ursh, which is interesting. Okay. Doesn't get the hard punish, and now it's kind of an okay spot. Because Sun is out, so like Eric is forced to switch and he has no surging switching. So he gets a KO on that slot. Okay. I think it's just easier for people to say Rose because it's easier and faster. Uh, where is the thing? One sec, chat. Yeah, that works. Okay. Flutter in. Hey, appreciate it, Avarts. Hope you're doing well. I think Aluki was still very underrated. I felt it was pretty good. I mean, now Eric's in a good spot because he just gets to fake out Surging Strikes the Koraidon slot and can get a pretty big lead here. I really gotta get YouTube mods. Fakes out the thing. Collision course. Wait, why do you fake out the Cali? I'm kind of shocked he didn't just fake out the Koraidon, but okay. If you're, I mean, this is game for Paul, right? There's no flame charge boost. You just go out into Shadow Rider, you click Astral CC, you win the game, right? Yeah. Mustang, you wanna manage both chats? Are you even able to do that? What do I think of Wolfie? I don't know. Like, what do you mean? As a person, as a creator, as a figure VGC, as a general person? This should be Astral CC. Is this? This should KO, right? Ooh, maybe CC doesn't KO Kali Ice, but I mean, you target the Urshifu slot always anyway, yeah. Hey, appreciate an emerald. You see my type. I'm straight. I am unfortunately into girls, not guys. Yeah, no, me and Wolf are on friendly terms. It's not like we're guys who message each other every day or anything, but like whenever we're at like events, we'll definitely have a chill conversation. As a figure in battler, do I think he's overhyped? I mean, Wolf is just a good battler for sure. I mean, there's probably like people who think God level, and obviously no one's untouchable in this game. Like everyone can be beaten in this game. I do feel like he does have an effect though, where he makes his play, like he makes his opponents play worse against him somehow, because he like that's how much pressure he can emit. And I do think like I've seen that happen a lot, where a lot of his opponents, especially on stream, just play awful against him, like awful. But I do think as a figure in a battler, like he definitely is like a really high pilot of the game. Not allowed to talk about it yet, Emerald. Not allowed to talk about it yet, Emerald. That does sound a thing. By the way, Mustang, are you on YouTube chat? If you're on YouTube chat, I'll mod you right now. Hey, appreciate it, Snorlax. How are you doing? Yeah, I think like obviously you can play worse on stream, but like there are some players who will play on streams who has experience as well with it, and then they just play really bad too against him, specifically. Who's my go-to VGC? It's hard to say, man. Cause I think it just depends on your definition. I really think it depends on your definition of VGC. Like, for me, I'd say, I don't know. I judge this. I always think about this every couple of months. And like Ray accomplished something no one will ever do in the history of this game again. Like, I don't think it ever happened with how it grew. Was it an easier era? Sure, but like there were a bunch of people who are still good in that era who still perform well to this very day. I don't think it's impossible to say like that was still a really good accomplishment. Wolf consistency throughout the years is just insane as well. So I think it's just hard to say. I think it really depends on which one you value more. Like the thing that will never happen again, which is a 3-time Worlds win, or the consistency of just being able to perform at the highest level for over 10 years at this point. What made Eliki stand out for me? It was just the fact that I was Shadow Rider. That was the main goal. Like, I was being Shadow Rider without any boost or twist scarf, which was just really good. I had that issue last time I played versus Wolf, and that was off stream. I think, yeah, I think like he does, like everyone has this expectation of Wolf, like that he plays super well, I think, as an opponent, and then like you overcomplicate so many situations, and then it's just like, dude, he's just playing like good Pokemon. It's not like godlike levels. It's not like he hard reads your soul every single turn, you know? I mean, that happens. Kevin Hahn is a really impressive world champion. Yeah, like Kevin Hahn, it might have that skill actually. I do think in Masters though it will never happen again. Xerneas Yveltal would probably be broken. Who do you think was the best player? Is that best player Gen 9? I think it's easily Michael Kelch. Top 4, top 8 at Worlds is freaking insane. Yo, appreciate it, Drew. It is the Jordan versus LeBron debate. Yo, what's up, Saturos? Will I analyze my match on Top 16 too? I'll be analyzing all my matches at some point on YouTube. We're gonna have champions at least for next year. I don't know about like all the future years after that, but we'll see, Bella. I don't really like doing like speculative content too much. Like I'd probably cover a section in the Breakfast Club about like my thoughts, but I'm not gonna like go crazy. I'm not like the clickbaiter you guys see on YouTube that's like champions is gonna change everything, right? Like I think those videos are kind of cringe, honestly. It's like if you're not reacting on information, it's like like if we had the actual information, like sure, but like if we don't have information, I'm not really huge on speculation and clickbaiting like that. I didn't get my shinies yet. I need to get Wo-Chien and Pal still. Raid fake out next to Alex Turner was nasty. I mean, that was just a pretty standard play. Like, it's a play you go for a lot. I mean, what's crazier is that he didn't Terra. Yeah, correct. Yes. What was the inspiration behind the team? Was it to counter the meta or unique set / team? It was just because I felt like it was a core that was very underrated the entire time. Like, I'm surprised not many people used it at that point. Okay, let's go into game 2. Am I ever aiming for Worlds? What do you mean aiming for Worlds? Like the invite or like the champ title? So game 1, Paul kind of just... Like, that's the thing about not having Trick on Kali Ice. If he was Trick on Kali Ice, it's such a useless move to have no imprison in this situation. Like, I felt like Paul just overwhelmed Eric. Like, there were some turns like he got wrong and was put in a weird spot, but like overall he was able to position pretty well. To be like champion, I mean, like that was always the dream since like day one, but I think over the past 2 to 3 years I haven't really cared about it as much. How can Wolf beat a goat when he lost to Ray? I mean, this is Pokemon, man. Anyone can lose to anyone, and losing to the best players, there is no disrespect to that. Hey, appreciate it. No? Okay. So we see the same lead again. This lead is fine, I guess. Like, you play a bit of mind games, but sure. Are you going to fake out Astral? I mean, it works out really well for Paul if you just get the Astral off. Yo, what up, Zora? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Can you start banning people now? I mean, only ban if they're like really, really bad. Otherwise, just time them out. I don't think we've had anyone who's like ban worthy. We've had some not smart messages, but yeah. You're sick as hell, Zora. I think I'm lucky. I got like maybe like a bit stuffy nose like when I get back, but that's usually like what happens in general me when I go out after a trip. But I've been feeling fine, thankfully. I know there are like a few people who gotten sick from Worlds, but luckily I have not gotten it, which I'm kind of surprised by. Am I going to the first regional or streaming / doing the first GC? Probably not. Maybe we'll do a watch party of the regional. I don't think I'll stream the GC. If there were like 2 cartridges allowed, sure, but like, I don't know, maybe it depends. It depends on how I feel. I don't even know if I'll play the GC yet. I probably will, but I don't even know yet. If I was to enter Worlds in the same format, would I use the same team or edit it? Like if I was to redo Worlds, or if there was like another Worlds? I mean, if it was like Worlds is the exact same format I have to play right now, probably I stick with the same team. But like if it was like next year's Worlds, for instance, I probably would definitely switch it up, because my team was not good into the top cut teams at all. All right, Paul has a simple Terra Fairy plan. He faked out this time, I'm assuming. Eric makes the same play as game 1, which is fine. Fake out. Moonblast, smart. I mean, this is fine for Paul. I already used the same team. Maybe I adjust the EV spreads on my Koraidon. That's it. Yo, what up, Goat Nation? How are you doing, man? Have you beat the Drayano challenge yet? Have you freed everyone from the Drayano challenge as the only wholesome, non-setup, non-wetter Nuzlocker out there? Were there any Pokemon I considered before deciding on a team you took to Worlds? I mean, there were quite a few. Like, I was changing the team as it went along, but I pretty much had the 6 like after Japan Nats. Like, I knew what I was bringing. I still considered Fluttermane over Eliki, but I felt Eliki was better for what I wanted it to accomplish. Unfortunately, Haven, you couldn't even be the first time out if you wanted, because there was one guy earlier who was not talking kindly about my Beast Coast friends. Wait, did he Flare Blitz the Fluttermane slot? Wait, wasn't the Flutter at 1? Why didn't he? Oh, he has Parting Shot, that's why. Okay. I guess I'd prefer if he Parting Shotted there. The challenge is impossible. Nah, you're gonna beat the game, Bach. It's either you or well, Burrito used Wetter, so he's not even virtuous. You have got this. I actually might do some Nuzlocke on stream, Shira. I was thinking of doing Run and Bun, but I heard recently that it might be Platinum Kaizo coming out soon, so we might do some Nuzlockes on the channel again. I did want to do Run and Bun after, but after hearing Platinum Kaizo, we might hold off. Like, I was later gonna start Run and Bun if literally like probably next week if it wasn't for Platinum Kaizo. Did I think about using Kyogre again? No. I did not. Not after last year's Worlds. Yeah, I don't know. I think Paul's in a bad spot now. I mean, this is fine. Oh, he brought Clef this time. He didn't bring Wims. Okay, that makes more sense. If I'm Paul, I'm doubling. Because he protected the last turn, right? So he can't, yeah, like I would go, oh, he's switching Clef on that slot? I would go Ursh on the Calyrex slot. I don't think you need the Sash. I also don't like sacking your Instant because it can threaten the Cali Ice in the back. He gets a Flame Charge right though. Wow, Clef took nothing from that. That's like max defense. Jeez. Kyogre to James is like Rotom Wash to Aaron. I mean, it is true. That Kyogre was not as kind. Oh, both this time. Okay. And I don't really like the knockoff because I don't think you need. The thing is, I don't think you really needed the knockoff because it doesn't even put the Koraidon in range of anything. Like, it doesn't even put in range of Surging Strikes. Now you're just in an awkward spot. Granted, I guess this isn't too bad. You could probably just protect Clef, sack the Instant at this point. That's why I kind of like the idea of switching Instant and Ursh at the same time, because I think if you got Instant and Ursh at the same time, you had the potential to get like some really heavy damage off. But yeah, now it's awkward because you're losing a Mon here. Actually, do you lose Instant because of Friend Guard? You still do, yeah. What team / core has the best counter to my team at Worlds? Honestly, like, I had so many bad matchups in top 16. Like, I had so many. Scarf Miraidon for Farigiraf, Cali Ice was really tough. The opposing Sun stuff with Flutter was really difficult. The Zamazenta Calyrex Shadow Riders were not easy. It depended on the build though. But yeah, there were a lot of teams that were just hard. What made a team be a bad matchup? Is the thing is, like, since I don't have redirection, I have less ability to, like, I'm forced to Terra usually on Calyrex or Koraidon, and usually I would want Terras on like both sides because it's hard when you have two Pokemon that are super threatened to like Flutter, for example, or Shadow Rider. That's just really tough. It's like I have to save the Terra Dark usually for like Shadow Rider against opposing Shadow Rider, and it makes it difficult to actually, like, it makes Koraidon a lot vulnerable or less available to sweep. Sun and Moon, I was pretty good. 2018 to 2019 was an unbelievable year. The thing is, Gio had easily the best season I think a North American player's ever had. He top cut every single tournament he went to in Red Guy, which is insane. Will I be going to Brazil? Not this year, but maybe next year. Because I don't want to play Scarlet Violet Reg H again in LATAM. Like, the thing is, I was talking about this actually with like a few friends, and I love going to Brazil. Don't get me wrong. Brazil is like amazing. Like, if you have the chance to, like, it's incredible. LIC is awesome. I'm just kind of like bad with planes. I can't really take that long of a flight anymore. Like 10 plus hours on a flight is really difficult for me because I don't sleep on planes well either. So it's like, it's just tough. Like, unless I want to do like a business class flight, I suppose, or a premium economy flight to Brazil, it just seems like I couldn't really last on that flight realistically. I mean, you're forced to go Calyrex. You can't go Ursh. I don't know. I don't think you can really afford to go Ursh. I think I would rather just threaten like Helping Hand Astrals, and yeah, like now it's super rough, I think. You can follow me surging, but I don't think that wins you the game because then you're gonna have your Sash broke on Ursh if Paul just attacks. He honestly has no reason not to just double up here, like Flare Blitz T-bolts the Ursh, for instance, and then you just lose. I've done business before for VGC events. I've done business class to EUIC twice, and I've done business to LIC once. Usually I do it on the flight there. On the flight back, I'll have premium economy because I used to get upgrades to premium economy for free. Yeah, whatever, Hito, how are you doing? Also, the thing is, like, literally LIC's during Thanksgiving this time, right? And that's also another reason why I don't want to go. I miss 2018 too, man. 2018 was awesome. Okay, appreciate it, Rodrigo. Yeah, time is flying by fast. I'll probably go to UIC though, because UIC most likely will be champions, and I do think London is so much easier for me to go to. It's a much easier flight. I always love London. Okay, they follow me. I mean, you get the KO on Koraidon, but you're just losing to the instant at this point. The instant is full, right? I'm pretty sure you just... Oh, you close combat the Raging Bolt. I guess you were going for the crit there? Oh yeah, that's why I didn't like the Earthspring. I think you had to go Clef. I think if you get Clef, you could have a chance to win. Or not Clef. If you go Calyrex, you could have had a chance to win. Now I think it's just like you guarantee lose here. Because the instant just wins at this point. I think Calyrex is also in Thunderclap range if you switch out Koraidon and then switch it back in. If I was in finals against Geo, do I think I would have had a good chance to win the tournament? I think I was probably losing. I would have had to play Geo in top 4 too, because the bracket side, I was playing Geo in top 4. And I did beat Evans and Swiss, but I honestly don't think I win that matchup a second time. Unless I hard read Evans like multiple turns. Yeah, like literally he can't win. Unless he went for Aqua Jet and crits the Koraidon, which he probably should have at that point. Yeah, he should have went for Aqua Jet crit. I don't know why he didn't. Well, I think that was his only chance. I'm kind of surprised he detected there. He should have went for Aqua Jet crit into Koraidon. I don't know why he did that actually. Yeah. Like, Aqua Jet crit actually could have won him back in the game, but now he just guarantee loses. And then we move on to game 3. I mean, it's like overall good. I think Paul isn't exactly positioning the end game like Calyrex as much. Like, again, I think Calyrex was better, and I think he didn't play to his outs in this end game. Unless he was hard reading something that I'm just not seeing, but I feel like he had a better spot. Been getting to VGC wondering, been using a modified version of my Sun Starters team. Any tips? That team's so old, I can't even remember like what the sets were. Do I do coaching or battles with viewers? Not recently. I've been off on the coaching grind for a while because I've been really busy. Usually I just recommend my friends to go to Edu for coaching, because he's a guy who is probably like the best. It'd be like either Edu or honestly Chris Hahn has gotten some good results with coaching, but I don't think he's had any masters who's taken it. Do you have any tips for using Tinkaton in VGC? I'd probably just drop the Tinkaton. But yeah, I don't know. Tinkaton's tough. You probably need an HO team. Like, Tinkaton's probably best on hyper offense teams with its support with Fake Out and Faint. When is the Run and Bun stream? Not sure. It depends on if Platinum Kaizo comes out early enough. Because if Platinum Kaizo comes out early, I might just do Platinum Kaizo and then do Run and Bun. But if Platinum Kaizo is like delayed, for example, we'll run and Bun. Jacob, no. The thing is, the the Calyx took Flare Blitz recoil, or the Koraidon took Flare Blitz recoil when it took the knockout into Shadow Rider. I think he needed to Aqua Jet crit the Koraidon when it was at 50%. Like Aqua Jet was KOing at like the 25%, but it wasn't KOing at the 50% for sure. I've done Kaizo before. Yeah, I actually did do Emerald Kaizo. I never completed the game, but I was on the 7th gym. I just got really bored towards the end. Am I excited to play with champions? Not yet, honestly. I hope the game looks better. Yo, we got the runner up in the chat. What up, James? How you doing, man? Did you? Well, you obviously had to go to school because you saw the school message on the board. But how's classes going, bro? Now, I've never done Ironmon before. It's not really my kind of thing because I feel like Ironmon is really luck based. Do I like using other people's teams or do I like using my own teams? I like using my own teams better. Never finish a Nuzlocke on stream? I mean, that is true, Joseph. That is true. Yo, are you with the Go Quinton right now? Tell him I said hi, man. I haven't talked to Quinton in a hot minute. You should let me know if he's ever in NYC. He's told Steven, he hasn't told me. Yeah, Corey, I'll actually talk about that on the Breakfast Club. I'm not really a big fan of being on stream personally. It's not because I'm an anxious person though. It's because I feel like being on stream dulls my senses. We're waiting for Waka. Oh my goodness. Now that's a meetup, James. That's a meetup. Wait. You're back in Jersey though, right? Are you in DC right now? Because I don't think Waka's driving to Jersey, right? No shot. I think you could get away with Tinkaton, but you probably, I'd say you most likely want to go with it either like, I'd probably say you want to go with like a offensive Tailwind team, like priority Tailwind stuff with Tinkaton, because like that's usually, like Tinkaton's best teams were probably like Tailwind HO with like Kyogre. You can't run Kyogre obviously in Reg Age, but that was probably like their best team. Do I have the option to request not being on stream? No, because when you're a competitor, you have to follow like, you know, what they want. It's like a agreement when you sign up for tournaments. Unless you have a very, very like good reason not to, like you can't deny it, I think. Okay, we're going with the same lead game 3. I'm not sure if again, I'm not like the craziest fan of this because I feel like Instant isn't like accomplished. I feel like if you just lead Calyx, Shadow Rider, Clef, you just click follow me Astro, you're in great shape. And then you have like back Whimsicott. I feel like that would cook, man. I honestly feel like that would cook. Let's see. I mean, Paul's making the game 2 play and Eric made the same play both games, so Paul is just going on he's not going to commit this time. Terra Fairy makes sense. Why back Whim? So you can Tailwind, because if the Koraidon gets a Flame Charge or an Icy Wind Drop happens to your Calyx, you just lose, because turn 1 most likely what's going to happen is taunt turn 1 and Terra Fire Flame Charge. Ooh, got him this time. Yep. Eric tries to make the adjustment, doesn't work out. Icy Wind comes out. And you get a pretty big Astral Barrage. So this is amazing for Paul. You get a Sash or Flare down to Sash. Koraidon takes so much damage. It probably lives a Flare Blitz recoil. Like, you have a few plays of your Paul. You are in a great spot though. Yeah, like Protect Switch to Clefairy is actually very safe here. But we'll see. Did my YouTube stream crash? I don't know why, but YouTube gave me an error. Is the YouTube stream still up? Is YouTube down? Went for Taunt Protect. That makes sense. YouTube is good. Okay. I don't know why it was refreshing and then it just said it, and then it just did not work. Hey, appreciate it, Meg. Okay, YouTube is working. Okay. All right. Epic. Flare Blitz goes out in a Koraidon. I think Knockoff does more than Flare Blitz and Sun, but maybe my calc is up. I'm like pretty sure Knockoff does like slightly more. Maybe it's about the same. Because like what? Flare Blitz is 180 and this 180 with stab, and then Sun is like 270, but it's half, so it's like 135. Knockoff, you get rid of the item, so it's like 97, and then stab. I guess it does the same, but I think getting rid of clear amulet's better. I don't know. I think it's about the same, but I think knock is technically a bit better. Brute Bond is just better in the Sun because it takes advantage of that defense photosynthesis boost, which is like huge. You're also not weak to Psychic. In Red Eye, was there ever a Pokemon everyone overlooked, but you saw the potential in it? I'm trying to think of what my teams were for. I mean, the thing is, I didn't explore Reg H that often. There were probably a lot of mons, but I can't really name them off the top of my head. I think Galar Weezing should have had way more play though than what it got. Like, I think Galar Weezing was just really good. Hey, appreciate Ursaluna. What's my favorite Pokemon to use competitively? I mean, it just always depends on the generation. I mean, I always am like a big fan of like setup mons like Shadow Rider, Xerneas. I like Clefairy. I mean, there's a lot of Pokemon I like to use. I don't think I have a favorite. Hey, appreciate it, Meg. We will be doing Nuzlocke probably on the channel eventually when Platinum Kaizo comes out. And if it doesn't come out, I'll just go to Run and Bun. I don't think the recoil matters in this matchup as much. Good play by Paul, sacking the Clef. Ooh, the fact that it lives is kind of insane, but I guess that's max defense Clefairy for you. Ah, he Flare Blitz. I think you want to parting. Oh wait, you can't parting it taunted, right? Yeah, no, that makes sense. Dude, I think is Rio's cooked here? I think he is. Once Sun is up, I'm pretty sure he's cooked. I mean, I guess you don't have to knock off the bolt this turn. It doesn't really matter. But yeah. What reg have you found to be the most fun to play in team building in the Scarlet Violet era? I'm gonna be real. They're all kind of the same to me realistically. I'd probably say the most fun was honestly Reg I. Because I only played one tournament Reg I and it felt fun. maybe Reg E or yeah, it's probably Reg E actually. I think Reg E was probably like my favorite. Hey, appreciate it, Phoenix. Koraidon is a G on the field, man. Bolts. Dude, that did nothing. I mean, you're just gonna follow me in parting, right? Ah, going for knock. Follow me parting, right? If you want to get the damage on Raging Bolt, that's fair. I don't think you need it. Like, I would have gotten the damage the previous turn, but Bolt protects, that's fine. Because Clef going down here pretty much just ensures, unless Eric went for U-turn, it didn't KO Clef, which is actually kind of awkward because I think Paul would have definitely wanted Clef to go down there to get the free switch to Shadow Rider because there's no Sun. Don't I still owe a Mario game? I'll probably get to it eventually. I still haven't set up my 3DS capture card. you would like to see me coach Ray? Look, man, I'm just gonna say, if I'm a coach in that tournament, they're getting smoked by dude. DRXX, never heard of him. But here's the thing, I don't think my coaching is good for that kind of setting. I think my coaching is good long term, but I don't think it's good short term. Because I really go through fundamentals, and like tournaments like that invitational really rely on setting up just game plans. But the moment those game plans fall apart, you notice that like a lot of those players crumble. I mean, it's just one playlist, Ishigami. It's like just this one YouTube video that's just playing random songs. What team did I go with in Reg H? Dude, I built my teams last minute. My favorite team to use was the Wheezing HO team I brought to Toronto, probably. Where did I get the idea to bring Eliki? I just thought Eliki was good. It was one of the few Pokemon that naturally outsped Shadow Rider, which you can't really say much about anything else. Insane. This is protect parting, right? Instant lives this, right? Yeah. Why are you going for knockout? The damage doesn't even matter. I don't know. I feel like Paul could have just capitalized on parting going into Calyrex. Like, I just don't get why he's playing super passive. I guess like he's maybe worried about like taunt coming out from the flutter, but honestly, like, it's just not really benefiting him. Like, Eric gets a double knockout, and I think Eric still cannot win. I'm pretty sure close combat Astro just KOs everything now. Yo, what up, Rod? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. What's PH again? Is PH is in Philippines, right? Is it? I was actually talking with like some of the Filipino players at Worlds, and I was telling them how I would really love to go to the Philippines because I love Filipino food. I don't really have it that much, but man, like I loved like just the general dishes that I've had there or had of it. Anything you would have changed in hindsight? Not really. Maybe just a Koraidon spread I would have changed a bit. No, I haven't claimed the shiny runes yet. I have to. Did I go to Disneyland? So here's the thing about Disney chat. So I tell this a lot, and I talked about this on stream before, but I never watched a full-length Disney movie. I've only watched like maybe halfway through at maximum. I think halfway through a Disney movie is like the max I've ever watched of a Disney movie. So I have like no reason to go to Disney. So like there is no reason to go to Disney. Ah, that's unfortunate, Rod. Yeah, Anaheim tickets are alright. I mean, it's not that bad with ALX, but if you are like a college student, yeah, like it's definitely rough. What did I watch as a kid? I didn't really grow up Disney. Because I didn't have cable until like way later in my life. It was mostly Pokemon. I don't know if you're from America, you probably know, but it's like Kids WB Network. It was like you had Pokemon. There was Yu-Gi-Oh! I didn't watch Yu-Gi-Oh! But I watched Mega Man. Mega Man was epic. Mega Man NT Warrior was like one of the most epic animes I ever saw as a kid. I can't lie. It's still epic today. Like I've watched it recently and it's really good. What about Avengers? No, I'm not like a superhero guy. Did I receive any prize money from my placement? Yes, I actually won $5,000. The same I did for top 4 at 2019 and 2022 Worlds. Classic. I'm glad the prize money though has gone up a lot over the years though. But like, man, it stings when you get your best Worlds performances and they pay like not pennies, but they don't pay as much as they did before. Now, I didn't watch Digimon either. I was mainly a Pokemon guy. No, I didn't watch K-pop Demon Hunters. I'm also not a movie guy. Like, I'm really not a movie guy either. Like, I'm not a Disney guy and I'm not a movie guy. So it's like you got the combination of like, there's no reason for me to watch anything Disney. Batman animated series. I watched a show called The Batman, which was like one of the least known cartoons, but I honestly liked that a lot. That was like the only superhero thing I was into. Did I keep up with the Pokemon leaks like Megas and Futures? Those weren't really leaks though. Those weren't really leaks. I feel like everyone kind of knew. It was kind of like just the obvious. I haven't redeemed my 250 from 2018 Toronto. How do you still have your 250 from 2018 Toronto? Do you have it like on one of the prepaid cards or something? Have I watched a Star Wars movie? I've never watched Star Wars. My dad was probably a Star Wars fan, I think, but I never watched it. Ah, gotcha. Congrats on that top 8. Yeah, TCG is pretty absurd. That makes sense, nerd. Now, honestly, I'd keep the card. I mean, well, I'd spend the money first, and then I'd keep the card because the card is actually kind of cool. But are you even able to redeem the money still? I don't even know if you are able to. I assume so since it's a prepaid card, but do those expire? They might, right? Can I review my own matches? I'll probably review my matches on a YouTube video because I feel like people wouldn't want me to have like an because obviously I'm pausing to read chat, and I think people would just want me to talk about the match, but like when I stream, I just like talking to chat, you know? I mean, yeah, I didn't have much as a childhood of like Disney and stuff. Hey, appreciate it, Joseph. Oh, that's interesting, Nerdo. Now I didn't even know they sent notifications on e-wallet. Nah, TCG gets way more prize money than VGC. Can we go over how good I looked on stream? I did look. I was actually kind of impressed that I looked as good as I did. Because honestly, I don't feel like I've lost that much weight compared to like last year, so I was kind of surprised. I mean, those clothes, James, are basically what I've been wearing to events for the whole year. I guess like you guys haven't seen me since March, but I brought those clothes to events before. I'm pretty sure I wore those to Hawaii as well. Now TCG has the way bigger like tournament wise. Wait, what just happened? I don't even remember. He actually CC'd the bull, right? Ah, he protected. Okay, I was like, what was that? Yeah, Eric just get Eric, does he have an out? He needs like a huge mess up from Paul. Actually, no, he had an out. He didn't go for it, right? Oh wait, no, never mind. The Kali is too healthy. Yeah, no, he has no out. I was gonna say he could have thunderclap crit the Shadow Rider, but you know, this is why goggles is not a good item on Bolt. I think if you had magnet, you could go for thunderclap crit into the Calyx and pray that it KOs, but you can't even do that. So yeah, he just loses guaranteed. You have no reason not to double protect because there's no way that Eric can punish it. Eric Lay cannot punish it. There's no play that repositions you to get instant back on the board. Okay, chat. If I'm Eric, I'm gonna go for the stunt here. I'm gonna Thunderbolt my instant and sack my Flutter Mane to get instant back in, and even then I would still lose the game no matter what. Because you cannot win in this position. Even if you sack Flutter and T-Bolt your Flutter to get instant back on the board, you still cannot win the game. Well, the thing is, you still have to buy cards. Like, buying cards is kind of a big entry to barrier, I think. Because the Switch you can use outside of VGC. The cards you don't really unless you're a collector in the first place. Yeah, the game's over. Just Astral surging you. Actually, I would Aqua Jet Astral. No. You could surging here. Yeah, no, you could surging. What's my favorite gen? Probably Gen 7. I really like 2018 and I found 19 was fine. Honestly, Gen 6 was pretty fun to play, and I think Gen 5 was also pretty fun to play, but those formats have their own issues. Wait, why do you CC? I don't know why you CC. There's no reason to CC, but I guess it didn't change anything. I don't know how the Unite pricing is. Is it 100k total, but 100k for the first place team, but it's like divided by like, you need 5 players, right? That's what I assume. I mean, I think that was a good set from Paul and Eric. I think there was some weird capitalization. I just don't really like Eric's team they brought. I just think Goggles, Raging Bolt, and I think no Trick Room, Kali Ice is just bad. It's like, I don't get the point of Imprison, Kali Ice. I just don't think you need it. Like, I guess it helps enables the rest of his team to not fear Glacials, but if you don't face a Kali Ice, then it's a useless mod. I think I only played 2 Kali Ice the entire tournament. Like, it didn't matter. Like, as long as Paul just clicked an attack with Urshifu and Astral Barrage, like, he could always just guarantee to win. Hey, appreciate it, Leo. What was the best restaurant I ate at Anaheim? The best restaurant I had at Anaheim was probably... I didn't go to many restaurants, to be honest. I think I only went to like 2 restaurants the entire time. It was the taco place for dinner, Tacos Los Cholos, which was like the most recommended taco place. It was a huge taco restaurant, by the way. Like, I never seen a taco restaurant that large. It was like a taco hall, more like. But it's probably that. The second best place when it came to like meals was the Anaheim Packing House. I had like a barbecue place and it was expensive, but it was really good. It was really good. But the best thing by far that I had was this Japanese bakery. The Japanese bakery was insane. Like, they import their flour from Hokkaido. It's incredible. It's called Okayama Kobo Bakery. And let me just say, for a bakery, I don't think I've ever seen the lines for like a bakery like line out the door literally 5 minutes after they open. Kind of insane. The bakery was by far the best place that I went to food wise, but for like a meal, it was probably Tacos Los Cholos. I mean, I don't know how Unite exactly works, and then you also have to team, and then the team cut if they do take a cut. Like, I don't know how it works. Did I stay in Anaheim the entire time? Yeah, I got like a courtyard right next to the center. Because like Los Angeles is like, what, like an hour by Uber, and I was not doing that like multiple times. I was trying to not spend that much money. I would have, like, if I like, you know, was in finals or something, I would ball out in Los Angeles one day for food, but yeah. No, Gio got 30k. Gio got 30k for winning. Evans got 20k for Worlds. Yeah, I think a lot of the CSRs were modest. Well, let's see. Giuseppe had Timid Shadow Rider. I had Timid Shadow Rider. Torvi was modest. Mal was modest. Evans was Timid Sash. So there was a good mix between the two. Then I went back to that egg place. I probably would not go back to that place. Like, I wouldn't go out of my way to have that place, I think. Like, if it's in the area, maybe, but like, I don't know. It was fine for what it was. I just wanted to try it because it looked good. And it was good. It's an expensive egg sandwich, but like, you know what's funny, Mustang? They have it in Las Vegas, and it's apparently a chain they have in like few cities. They shut down their location Hong Kong recently, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe it's Singapore. Mouse was modest because I outsped him with my Shadow Rider. Now, there are a lot of probably good taco places. I've had good tacos in LA before. Here's the thing though, chat. And this might be weird to say, like Mexican cuisine's probably like outside of any Asian cuisine, probably my favorite, right? And I love good tacos. I love good burritos, etc. But like, here's the thing for me. I don't think I've had like a mind-blowing taco. Like to me, when I go to a good taco place everyone hypes up, I'm like, yeah, this is pretty good. But I'm not like mind blown about it. And I feel like I've never had that experience for a taco. Like I think just all tacos are great, right? But I've never had like, oh, this is a mind-blowing taco. Like, oh my goodness. Like I've had that experience so much in LA where it's like, yeah, these tacos are pretty good. I enjoyed them. But it's not like, oh, like there's some foods like when you have a really good bite, it's like, wow, this blows out any experience. Like the bread I had at the bakery was that kind of experience. The tacos were just like, I feel like the floor is already really high. So there's not like an incredible ceiling for it. Honestly, NY Pizza, I can have that experience. NY Pizza, I can have that experience. Hey, appreciate it, Corey. Have a good lunch. Hope you're eating something good. Yeah, like some good KBQ. That's kind of the thing I'm surprised I didn't do on this trip. I wish I had Korean barbecue in LA, but did not. Actually, it's funny because I think the Korean barbecue I had in LA was kind of mid. There was actually, I've been to like California a few times. I think I've had like one really good Korean barbecue experience, and I feel like the other one was mid. I love Korean fried chicken. I love good Korean fried chicken. Honestly, I like the tacos I make it at home a lot. There's some good ground beef or ground chicken, the sour cream, salsa, lettuce, tomatoes, onions. Some good stuff. Moxie Boost is gonna be at my door. He doesn't live in New York anymore. I don't think he does, at least. Dude, people give so much trash about hard-shell tacos, and to me, I think the best version of a taco, I've talked about this on stream, tostadas. Tostadas are the things to go. A good tostada is incredible. Is there a team at Worlds he thought was particularly cool, even if it didn't place well? I haven't looked crazy at the Worlds teams, but or at least like the lower placing teams. I've only focused on the top placing teams. I thought the Ho was sick. Did I play the Ho team at all? Not the tournament, but I played the guy several times on ladder. Like when I used my Worlds team, I was practicing on an alt, and I played the Ho guy like twice. Ceviche, I'm not really a ceviche guy, but I think it's because I'm not that big on raw stuff. I'm like okay with like eating raw fish at times, but like not something I like will, because I don't really eat like raw sushi or sashimi much. Why Eliki? It's just faster than Shadow Rider, man, and good at Torn. Did I win? I think I beat the guy twice on my account, but the thing is, it was super hard. We've also played him on the YouTube channel before. We've lost him a few times. I think we won against him once though on the channel. I think I played him like 5 times total. Did I meet the Totodile player? No, I did not. Was there a Totodile player? Oh, I forget. The next match is Marco versus Michael, right? I think I kind of watched this, but dude, I don't know what the heck he was doing, man. Hey, appreciate which Yobi? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So Michael's using this team. If you don't know, this was like a Stadium Ladder team. It had Exhaustion at one point and also like Scarf Shadow Rider. I think it was also used in the VR. I think this was used in the VR right before Worlds, like a week before Worlds, if I'm not mistaken. What do I think are the best partners for Iron Defense plus Body Press Como and Reg H? I haven't really thought about it. Because I haven't really thought about Reg H at all. My brain is still Reg I pilled. Montana did use the same team. I think Chuppa used the same team. But yeah. Oh no, oh, this is another matchup I would have wanted to dodge, chat. This match was horrible for me. Like, the fact that it's not Life Orb on the Shadow Rider makes it easier, but Dragonite's freaking demonic for me, dude. I have very little answers to Dragonite. Usually, like, my play against Dragonite is Force of Terra and then Collision Course it. But otherwise, it's like so threatening to my team because I can't hit it otherwise. Like, I have to go for Astral Barrage generally. But yeah, this matchup I would have wanted to dodge for sure. Like I was probably not beating this team if they play well. I can beat this team. I've beaten a few Dragonite players on ladder, like the top 100 Stadium ladder, using this kind of core concept. But God, it's so annoying. Like I hate Dragonite. I hate dealing with Dragonite. That was the one thing I was pissed about when practicing for Worlds. Dragonite was so common on Stadium ladder. I'm like, dude, there's no way this is meta. I hate the Dragonite coming up. AV POW is mostly for Shadow Rider stuff. And I guess Scarf Miraidon. I am not bringing Piplup to a tournament unless like I hit a major sub goal. Yeah, Michael was using D-Knight. D-Knight got like top 4 and top 8 at this World Championship. It didn't top 8 all 3 years, right? No, I don't think it did. It didn't do it in 23, right? I know 20. No, wait, did 24? I don't remember. Oh, no, 24 it did because it was on the Chiyu Dozo team. But I thought it was Dragapult in 23. Was Fede D-Knight? I thought he didn't have D-Knight. Oh, maybe he did. He might have actually did. No, he might have actually. Yeah, he might have. Oh yeah, he was the D-Knight Flutter Ursaluna team. Yeah, I forgot about it with Crest, right? Yeah. Can I explain why D-Knight is good in this format and what its niche are usually? The thing that D-Knight is just like, it's good into like a lot of the supports, Urshifu, Incineroar, Amoonguss. It's also good in Volcarona, which obviously this comp kind of struggles against. It can punish Shadow Riders that try to Terra out of the Astral Barrage, so you can go for like Terra Normal Extreme Speed into Astral Barrage, and it's really punishing. So that's like what it can do. It also has some pretty good general bulk. It can take Body Press decently well from Zamazenta and then Low Kick. Like Extreme Speed with Terra Normal next to Sword of Ruin is just really annoying. Also Inner Focus, of course, Gen 8 buff where it can't get intimidated. Like it doesn't get the Intimidate attack drop, and it can't get faked out, so it's like really hard for balance teams to deal with Dragonite. Hey, appreciate it, somebody. And then Marco's just running his classic stuff. Like this is not really too much of a surprise for Marco. Like this is what I expected. So it's actually funny because I built a recreation of Marco's team to practice against in testing, and I got the sets decently wrong. Like I knew it was probably Timid Shadow Rider when he played at NIC. The Zamazenta I knew was bulky. I got his Raging Bolt completely wrong. I didn't think his Raging Bolt was max speed, max special attack. Like I thought that was insane, but it just was. Yeah, I probably will do some Reg J content for funsies. I mean, the fact that Michael didn't lose a game until wait, he went not. What did he go in Swiss? Did he just lose to Marco in round 2 and then just straight up won? I think he did, right? Or did he lose to someone in day 2 and I'm just not remembering? I know he was 7-1 day 1. I don't know what he was day 2. What do I think my best restricted matchup was for my team? I don't know. I don't think there was like probably Kyogre Zoc. I was really never losing to Kyogre Zacian teams ever. Hey, appreciate it, Renzo. Why is the Dragonite outraged though? Because it's just a really broken move if you hit it. It also hits like Terra Dragon Zama. Yeah, I didn't think Michael lost a cut. Like, it's kind of insane. Yeah, he only lost the 2 matches on stream. Yeah. That is crazy. Like, I'm a fan, man. This guy is crazy. I mean, they're both really good at Pokemon. It's so funny, chat, because like all 3 years, like Michael uses like Choice Band Dragon with Pals, or not Choice Band Dragon, Choice Band, or like some Choice Band broken mod next to Pal. It was either Dragapult or it was like the extreme speed stuff with Entei and then Dragonite here. It's just so funny because it just fits him. Do you think so many elite players not making day 2 speaks for the volatility of the format, or just competition pool being so deep? I mean, I think that's just what happens in Pokemon. Like, no matter what, like at the end of the day, you're just gonna have players who have really tough runs and players who have good runs, right? Like, in order to win a Pokemon tournament, you have to already be pretty lucky with your bracket. Like, I think at the end of the day, like, tournaments are just gonna be volatile no matter what. Like, regionals are super volatile, for example. Like, there's so many players who just missed day 2. Worlds is the same thing no matter what. I think having like a smaller pool means you're facing better players generally, so like it makes it more competitive on the world standpoint. But like, yeah, like no matter what, like Pokemon's always just gonna be a volatile game no matter what. Yeah, what up, say how much more difficult is VGC now than 10 years ago? I wouldn't say it's like crazy difficult. I think the only thing that got more difficult was the floor. I think the floor is obviously more tough because you can't get away with like probably facing in-game teams, right? Like most players usually have a competitive team from round 1 and have some knowledge, right? The ceiling, I think, probably grew a bit, but I don't think it's like crazy growth. That's just my opinion though. Like honestly, 2019, 2022, they don't feel super different at the high level compared to what I played in 25, and that's my opinion. I would probably go Bandit Swift Swim usually on a rain team for Basket Legion. I've tried Scarf Adaptability and it's sick, but there's just so many mons you underspeed, like Pult. Opinion open team sheet. I'm okay with it in the Terra format, but I mean, I still am like, okay, it's like whatever. I'd rather prefer CTS, but honestly in Terra, I do like OTS. Was the management better this year? By far, like a lot better. There are still some issues, but like overall, I think it's way better than last year and definitely like millions more improved than 2023. I'm not super excited for Champions yet. I need to see like how the game will look finalized. As for all we know, it could look better or it could look worse. I still think it's crazy. Like Worlds is such an epic tournament because you could have crazy matchups like this in round 2. That's what I love about Worlds. High level matches can just happen every single round, and I love that a lot. Do I collect Pokemon merch? I don't actively collect Pokemon merch, but like the stuff I get, like I'll just have, you know? Like I have a bunch of my world stuff in general from like previous worlds. Like I have all the Pikachu plushies that I've gotten and like the stuff that I've gotten from the bags that they give the competitors. And usually I'll buy like some exclusive stuff at the centers. I mean, we don't know that for sure, Lucario. I mean, they could rule that like, hey, even though it is on phone, you still have to stick to Switch, because I don't know how this phone and the Switch 2 will have connect wise, so you never know. Bring back regionals hats. I'm not gonna lie. Wait, they still have regional hats, right? Or is it playmat only now? I also prefer playmats than hats. I had a conversation about this actually. I was having a conversation because I thought I lost my World's Top 32 hat. And I'm like, I'd probably never wear it anyway. They all sit in my closet. Any new mechanics you'd like to see in the game? Not really. There's like, I'm not really a big fan of the mechanics. Hey, I appreciate it, Rod. I do want to go to the Philippines sometime soon. I want to go to like Thailand. I want to go to the Philippines. I just want to make a big Asia trip one day. I don't think it will be. I don't think it will be. Phones will be allowed for champions at the events. Oh boy, I feel like that's a disaster waiting to happen. I can't lie. The DCs. I was actually really impressed that DCs didn't really occur at this Worlds for me, which I was appreciated. Everyone here is asking if you can call Waka. You mean like DM? Or oh, he's not picking up. I can message him if you want. Like James, he's in a group chat and he literally talked 10 minutes ago. So unless he wasn't picking up for the last 10 minutes, you should be fine. I heard there were DCs at this Worlds, but it wasn't as bad. Like they luckily weren't from happening to me that much. Will I go for a Worlds invite next season? I don't know yet. I'm not playing for the rest of the year probably, so I don't know if I would be able to qualify next year, so we'll see. You know what I like, chat? I hope Champions fixes the problem, or not problem, but please in Team Preview, let us see the Urshifu sprites and let us see the Arceus types, please, for the love of God. I am sick of face. I still think that the fact that they just don't do this is so stupid. Give us Urshifu sprites for each of the forms as well as the Arceus play type. I think it's just so stupid how it works. It should be noticeable. Oh yeah, I messaged him, James. No promises if he respond, but I did see him talking in the group chat 10 minutes ago. What do I think of Terra Xerneas? I'd be okay with it. I love Xerneas. I think I'm one of the best Xerneas players in the world, I think. No, I know what you were talking about, Jace, but I did message Waka too. To let you know. Okay, I'm fine with the gimmicks from like previous. I felt like Megas and Zemus were actually pretty good for what they were, because I like having them limited to held item. I don't like the recent mechanics where you can have a held item and use the mechanic, because I think it's stupid. I think there's like little downside, and it leads to these hyper aggressive like play styles that is just really frustrating to play. That is just like instant gamblers. But I like Megas, I like Z's. I didn't really like Dynamax or Terra. So how would one go about countering Xerneas with Mega Lucario? Oh wait, does Lucario get Iron Head now? Dude, Lucario used to only be able to run Meteor Mash, and Meteor Mash was just so bad. What happened to Marco's hair? Dude, Marco has a new hairstyle every single tournament, bro. Like one time he went like bald. The other time he had like normal hair. Now he's just trying to be like the Fabio look, you know? Yeah, I appreciate it, Tormented. To be fair, every mechanic does that, Whimsicott. I felt like Z moves also did that pretty well. And I don't really agree with like how Dynamax, like everyone gave that argument for Dynamax, but I disagree. Maybe there was some play, but at the end of the day, all the top tier mons benefited from Dynamax way more than like the lower tier mons. There was probably like you could argue more for, but I still think the top mons benefited way more than like what Terra did. That's what I don't like, Arc. Bro, I prefer those mons having quad weaknesses for a reason, right? I think it's stupid that King Gambit can Terra out of its weakness when it's like a really strong mon, for example, non-restricted wise. Like the fact that it has that weakness makes it so that like it's pretty balanced. I don't like that. I don't like when they can just tear out of it and then their weaknesses just don't exist. Shadow Rider too. Shadow Rider had this problem. Urshifu had this problem. Miraidon had this problem. Like all of these mons are just so broken stat wise now. Okay, Rillaboom Zamazenta versus Shadow Rider plus the... Bro. I didn't know like in German it's like Wackerer. That just makes me think of Wagon James. Wackerer. What's going to happen to Terapagos without the Terra? The same thing that happened to Ultra Necrozma in the trash. Except when Z moves, I guess, come back. I mean, Flutter Mage is broken, man. Flutter Mage's insane. You have so many mind games here between Fake Out. Like, you could just double protect realistically if you're Michael and you can't get punished here. Like, this could either be Grassy Glide Heavy Slam or Fake Out Heavy Slam, I think. I think you always Heavy Slam the Shadow Rider unless you read a protect. There's a Fake Out into the Zama. And Heavy Slam into the Shadow Rider, exactly. And then Michael's probably gonna go on the offense here, I assume, because that's what like Shadow Rider Zama likes to do. This team doesn't really like switching that much. It just likes attacking. Going for Terraghost Astro here. I guess he's hoping that Body Press Terraghost Astro takes a KO. It doesn't in Marco Terras, but we'll see. I mean, there's no Terra, so I assume Michael probably has the faster Zama. Yeah. It lives. I do know me and Marco were talking about this. He really does love the bulky Zamazenta. U-turn though. Why U-turn? I guess he read Shadow Rider switch, but I don't know if that's good for him. You have to go Shadow Rider, right? Yeah. And then Heavy Slam or Body Press again? Probably Body. Wait, what did the Zama do? Oh, it Body Pressed Michael's. Okay. I mean, you do have Psychic? You could Astro here. This is the problem. This is why I did dropped Shadow Rider Zama, chat. I was Shadow Rider Zama initially on the hype, but these mind games are so stupid. These mind games are so stupid. Is this just wide guard trades and psychics? Yeah. Who did he psychic? Did he psychic the Shadow Rider or did he psychic the Zamazenta? I think you psychic the Shadow Rider, most likely. to put in Grassy Glide range. Yeah. More play from Marco. I did, Whimsicott, I did. Yuma is just insane. Ogerpon in. It's actually funny because I was at dinner with Yuma and like a few others. We were celebrating like the world stuff. And I didn't know like a bunch of Japanese players just watch my videos, chat. Like I got like a lot of this weekend or at Worlds weekend. I had a lot of Japanese players just say that they watch my videos. So that was kind of epic. Like even the high ranked ones, like I was surprised. Okay, protect on the Grassy Glide. That makes sense. Psychic. James, are you still in chat? Wacko responded to me. I don't know if he wanted me to say what he said. Body press. Okay. I still don't know how you're coming out of this if you're Michael. You lived a Psychic, which is really good because you need to damage into Ogerpon, but you're just getting Grassy Glide and you're getting Psychic again. Or you could Astro here. I would probably just Astro if I'm Marco. Because there's no way you click Wide Guard in this situation. Because you're either going to protect or you're just going to attack. Okay, Zama protects. Did Marco Astral? I would Astral here. Glide, yep. Yeah, yeah, Astraled. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get what that... I mean, I don't even get what that gave Michael. Like, I guess he was trying to figure out a position where he could maybe get an Outrage cheese knockout, but like, now it's really bad. I think there's an Extreme Speed Mind game with the Ogerpon. You can probably just spam Astral again. He switches. Hey, appreciate it, Jay. Well, we don't know if the Breakfast Club continues yet. The next episode is the last episode. I'm just saying, next episode is the last episode. Actually, Criminal Channel isn't bigger. I mean, the thing is, competitive Pokemon is like... It's a small audience when you think about it, and out of the long-term things. Like, Wolf videos get large, but I think a lot of his videos are like catered to general Pokemon audiences, while mine is more like a understanding of the higher level, you know? Like, you guys probably have more general Pokemon knowledge than the average, like, VG or average Pokemon fan, right? Dude, did Marco call that? He got a Psychic. Dude, he Psychic Ivy Cudgel. He read that he wasn't going to Extreme Speed because the spiky shit was so obvious. Dude, Marco's the GOAT. Ivy Cudgel and the POW is insane. That's insane. Oh my goodness. Marco's so good there. Marco's so good. I don't know. I just think the Dragonite switch was, I don't know. Like, it was ugly. Now you guarantee lose unless your Dragonite's Jolly, because Marco has to say follow me, Terra Dark Astral, right? There's like no punish that could happen here. Because Ogerpon should outspeed the Dragonite, follow me should go up first, which means you redirect the E-Speed, even if you E-Speed to cover for the Terra Dark. Because follow me covers that. And then Astral KOs both, right? I think you need maybe Astral Barrage crit, but I don't even think that KOs. Shadow Rider. Extreme Speed does KO Ogerpon. It's single target. Maybe a crit would KO. Because I don't think Marco runs a bulky... No, he doesn't run bulky Shadow Rider at all. Ooh, crit looked close. It might have actually. But no crit. Yeah, but I think I don't know. Like you already need a lot of knowledge about Pokemon in general in order to like even watch games, and then you also need the level of that general basic understanding to even like touch the service, right? Like a lot of people can just watch a Wolf video and they probably don't even need that much knowledge about Pokemon in general. Was Marcos modest? No, it's timid. He's timid max special attack max speed, I think, because we had this conversation at dinner actually. I think Giuseppe was also the same pace as Marco, so we were talking about it. To be fair, chat, like Marco's team is not a team that overwhelms teams easily. Like you have to play a lot of positional battles. Like my team's kind of the same, where my team, like you can't really easily dominate teams, but you have tools to outplay like a lot of games in general. Yeah, what up, Pato? How are you doing? You doing well? Yeah, I could cater towards like a general audience, but honestly, I don't even know if I want a general Pokemon audience. Like, I want people to enjoy playing the game and talk about it in an in-depth level. I'm not like a big fan of like having to like dumb it down sometimes, you know? Unless they are already committed to learning, because otherwise, like, it's just a waste of time. Is modest CSR in your opinion, or still silly in your opinion? I think it's still silly, realistically. Like, I think it works on some team comps. Like, it worked for Torviv, obviously. It worked for Mao. I think Mao's comp it made sense because you have Clef and you have Icy Wind Pressure with Flutter. But I'm gonna be honest, chat. I probably could have ran modest, and I could have probably had the exact same games realistically. Maybe there's like one set I don't know, because I played like 2 mod Shower Eyes I was guaranteed faster than, but like I don't know if I would have outsped them, because I think Torvu was max speed modest, and I know like a bunch of players were running that, so I still think Timid's better. But like no one ran Jolly Koraidon other than like Geo, and no one ran Timid Miraidon or did well with Timid Miraidon. Appreciate it, Michael. I don't know what you did to get banned in Twitch. I was Lucario Master 4. I have no clue. The only mod I have is Mustang, so if Mustang has it, that'll help, but I could probably look at it. Wait, no, you're typing. I don't get it. What did I say was my hardest challenge? Seemed like you have a time versus Bolton on the stream games himself. I was just not playing well day 2. I'm going to be real. I was not playing well day 2 in general. I think I just hate playing on stage, because I feel like I would probably play a bit better if we were just in the playing venue, because my senses were numb when I was playing on stream. I'm pretty bad with like sensual, or is it sensatory stuff, like obviously like feelings, right? Like the sensory input. The lights were really affecting me, like how it was flashing and some other stuff. Geo was Jolly Max B Koraidon, I believe. Yeah, it's sensory, right? I'm like really bad with it generally. How do you even do that, Mustang? How do you do that? No, Tang, it had to be. It was definitely modest. Maybe he was slow timid, but I'm pretty sure he was modest. Because I literally, after I lost to... Oh, wait. Code didn't even... Wait, what are you talking about? Code didn't even have... Oh, are you talking about Miraidon? Oh, that actually makes sense. What's the song? Subway Trainer Black and White. Wait, hold on. I just got these notifications I didn't see. Thank you to the super chat from Jay. I appreciate it. I don't know why I'm not getting alerts. And thank you, Noob RC, for the Prime. I appreciate it. I don't know why those didn't show up till now, but yeah, thank you so much. Kobe and Tim and Miraidon makes sense still on the Life Orb set. So that makes sense. Honestly, I would have been fine with like, dude, I still think it's just silly. I think Modest Shadow Rider is a meme, but like, it did help Torby. Like, I know Torby was able to do some pretty massive damage on stream. I think he knocked out a Kyogre at +1 after fake out chip, which is insane to think about. Now, you're not supposed to congratulate Justin. You're supposed to say you get what you deserve for running Sleep Powder Jumpluff. What was different about stream matches you won? How did you deal with the sensory inputs to win those matches? Are you talking about like in previous tournaments or this tournament? Because this tournament I lost all the mainstream matches I played. And I'm gonna be real, Patrick. I think I played garbage every time I played on the world stage. Every stream match I played on the world stream, I probably played garbage. I think regionals I'm like generally okay, but I'm gonna be real. I think it affects my regionals performances too, honestly. I think the only one that was like not super affected by was like Peoria, and that was just because I didn't really think about like the sensory input at that time. I was just like facing Lucas, and he's a good friend of mine, so I was like, at that point it's like, okay, we're just playing another set like we do. It's just another day in the job. Yeah, I was like, Justin, I had no idea what you were running day one. I was like, yo, congrats. I hope you make it far. If I knew you were running Jumpluff, I'd say, I hope for your downfall. I don't think it was nerves. I also don't, I wouldn't just blame it on sensory stuff too. But I feel like I definitely would make better plays if we were just playing outside of it. But at the end of the day, they played well, right? Like Torby played well, and Giuseppe played well. Like, I definitely could have still easily lost the matches, but I feel like I would have probably put on a better show if I wasn't. Can I decline to feature for a match? No, you can't, unless you have a really good reason to. I don't know if people can run Sleep Out without going bald. Well, Tang might go bald in the next couple of years. You never know, man. Never know. Yo, Tang, be honest with me. How many sleep hours have you hit? You were telling me how you were making people not play the game. How many sleep hours did you hit? Wolf went 7-3. Yeah, Wolf went 7-3. He made it to day 2. He lost in round 9 and got eliminated, and then I think he won round 10 versus Underhill. I just don't know how I fix it. I don't know how I fix it. I think it was not only the sensory thing, but being on stage kind of reminded me of my ego, and I think that affected me mentally. I did think I'll mention this all on the Breakfast Club, and I'm not saying this all for excuses. I just know how I felt during the thing, and I'm just stating it. I think my opponents played well and definitely deserved to win. I just wish I, put up a better show, because like my stream matches were the worst played games that I played the entire tournament. Like how I literally played. I think I landed 60%. Yeah. Only spammed it versus the whole Koraidon guy. Yeah, you were telling me you were begging for the sleep powders. That's sunglasses or a hat. I don't even think those help, because my glasses that I wore on stream actually do have like a sunglasses tint. Oh, no, Whimsicott. I would make the same play regardless. Like, the game 3 was like, I think my turn 1 was awful, and I feel like if I was on point, I would definitely have probably considered the switch at least. I would have probably went for U-turn, honestly, instead of fake out. But every other play I probably would have still made regardless. Because I'll literally make a video about like why I made the play that I did, but I do think that it was my best interest too. If I attack the Koraidon, if I attack the Shadow Rider with Koraidon and Terra Fire, I think I have a really high chance of winning the game. At least to my knowledge. Me and Tori talked about it afterward, and he was thinking that Dragon Pulse probably just won him, but like with like the knowledge of how I know like the calcs, like I'm pretty sure I had a really good chance of winning. You shouldn't say nice things about your opponent, it's boring. No, but like they actually played well. There was no RNG in the matchups other than Smeargle Moody, but it didn't even come into play. Like, what am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to say? They played well. I mean, I could have just played better, you know? But I didn't. Like, that's the thing about Worlds. I think all my games were pretty much against well-played opponents. Like, that's kind of what Worlds is. If it was boring, I'd probably say it, but like, there was literally like no match I'd say was boring. Or like they played bad. Any chance we'll get a recreation of all of my games? Probably not, because I can't remember all the turns. Dude, there were so many games where I was repositioned with like U-turn parting shot. Like my team just stalls. My team stalls a lot. Like my winning in, I had to stall out a Kali Ice. At least he's Kali Ice with 3 Mons. Is there a Pokemon besides Regieleki that I think was slept on? I said Smeargle, I said Regieleki. Whatever I said in the Breakfast Club from day one, probably. I'm kind of surprised What was Volcarona's best placement at this tournament, chat? Because I'm kind of surprised Volcarona wasn't in like the top teams. Was there one in top 8? I don't think there was. There's a guy who got triple protect. Oh, was that Nick Navarre? Yeah. There was Nick Navarre. I remember that. Yeah, I remember he got the triple protect on stream. That wasn't for the winning in, right? That was against Ko. But I think Ko was also in a bad spot, if I'm not mistaken. But he was probably still in a pretty good spot without the triple protect. I think he was able to isolate the Ice Rider. I don't remember the exact. Okay, we're going with the same plan, Michael? Sure. He's getting Grassy Glide Heavy Slammed, isn't he? I mean, there was no downside for Marco, because if you attack, you want the Grassy Glide instead. Just like trading Rillaboom's perfectly fine. Also, the Astral Barrage did a bit more this time, right? I'm pretty sure Michael went for Body Press. It actually KO'd the Zamazenta, assuming he gets the same roll from last time. Yeah, now what do you do if you're Michael? I think you just lose to Shadow Rider at this point. You might even lose to Zamazenta at this point. Ogerpon, yeah, like even Ogerpon's tough, man. You just lose to Follow Me plus Body Press because you don't have Terra anymore. Like if you're Marco, you have no reason to not just Body Press to POW and Follow Me, right? Like you're okay with taking trades because your Zama's still in a good spot. I'm gonna go for Ruination Body Press to cover for a Terra. Follow Me comes out. Yep, and this is Body Press. Yep. He heavy slammed? Why'd he heavy slam? I guess it still KO's POW, but was there ever a reason to heavy slam over Body Press? Like his back Mons were... Oh, was Marco covering for an Amoonguss bait? Like going into Amoonguss? I guess that's fair. No, I think Ogerpon's still a good Mon. I think Hearthflame, Wellspring, and Cornerstone will still have pretty good... Like, they're pretty good stat-wise. You don't even need Terra for a lot of cases. Like, they're definitely still viable for sure. Calyx, Ogerpon, yeah, this game is a... I mean, you just Terra to Zama, right? Oh, wait, Marco's Terra Water, right? So it could come down to a Power Whip read, I suppose, because it's Grassy Terrain Power Whip. So this is technically not over because Marco runs slow Zama. They'll protect. Yeah. Stalling out the grassy terrain makes sense. I mean, this is kind of a call, right? Like, the thing is, I don't think body press and the power up KOs the Zama. But do you Terra anyway? Because the awkward part is the power up goes into Shadow Rider like it did. I think Marco... Okay, he does Terra the Zama. Yeah, good play. Because, like, Michael is pretty much always going for power whip into the Calyrex because it's the only thing that can actually threaten the KO. And there's no wide guard, so Astral does a ton of damage. Power up Okos, right? Because it's not bulky on the Shadow Rider at all. Yeah. Body press KOs the Cornerstone. Hey, appreciate you stopping by, Jose. Hope you have a good lunch. All right, protect. I mean, is 2 body presses KO Marco's Zama? I doubt it, right? Not after Grassy. That's close. Terrain disappears. I don't think it does because he runs bulky Zama. Yeah. He lives a body press though. I just don't think he's enough. I think he's like slightly out. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I mean, they were pretty close games. Like, it looks like Marco obviously outplayed most of the turns from MDB. But the thing is, like, there were a few slight turns where if MDB like gets something right, like he just wins. Like, if MDB, for instance, was able to get a wide guard read instead, like if he went for wide guard on the turn, like he definitely could have gotten it. But Shadow Zama is always just an annoying matchup regardless in the mirror. No, Sword of Ruin doesn't weaken body press power. It's really weird. Tablets weakens it because it's counted at the end of the day as a physical attack damage outputting move, so it weakens that. It's kind of like why Will-O-Wisp affects body press damage, because theoretically it shouldn't, but at the end of the day it's calculating off of physical attack damage output. I think MDB played too aggressive. I don't get why he just kept going for the Terra Ghost Astral. Like, if he saved his Terra, he was probably fine. I think just popping the Terra with that, like, I think he was probably just learning the team as he went along, honestly. Because it just felt like he was making, like, day one Sash Shadow Rider Zama plays. Like, that is literally a day one Shadow Rider Zama play. With Sash, like, they just go for, like, Terra Ghost Astral attack. Like, it feels like a day one thing. So yeah, I'm not too sure. I mean, overall, like, it's definitely like a closer game than you would expect, but I mean, Marco was just getting every turn right, and that's kind of thing about the team. Like, MDB's team definitely like is aggressive, so even though Marco was getting every turn right, he needed to get every turn right or he would have just lost, because that's kind of like how the nature of his team goes. It focuses on more outplaying your opponent than like overwhelming your opponent. MDB's team is focusing on overwhelming your opponent. MDB missed the knockouts and Marco just was barely hanging on. But yeah, definitely a bit of a close one. Like, if MDB got like a few different reads right, like he definitely probably would have won. But yeah, there really isn't too much to say about it. I mean, yeah. There's a guy who landed fire tag over Sash user and burned it. Came in one shot. It's actually funny because I had I faced a Tailwind team round 5, and in game 2 he goes for Heat Wave, brings my Regieleki to Sash, and then burns it to KOs it, and then I'm like, oh, that's game. Yeah, like here's the thing, like Marco's really good, right? But this is a world championship. The team he's running has to have a lot of things go his way, and he needs to make really hard aggressive calls at times, otherwise he's just out of it. Like Marco was telling me about his mentality at the dinner, and it's like after he lost, because he got tilted. He got tilted after like losing to some insane RNG, I think, and then he never really recovered from it. The thing about Marco's mentality is he says that Worlds is usually not like call based, it's more of like just outplay based, and like he knew he was probably gonna get counter teamed, but at the end of the day, like, you know, just he has the tools that he has to outplay matchups, right? That's just how it goes sometimes. But yeah, I mean, it was a good set. Like, what else is there? There's, where are the other matches? It's oh yeah, Christopher Hahn versus Luca. I know that's a good set too. I think I can't watch it right now. I think I actually have to end stream because I'm supposed to have a phone call with my thumbnail editor, because we're about to talk plans in about like the stuff that's coming into the channel. But I want to thank everyone who tuned in today's stream. Really fun stream. I might stream tomorrow, and we might watch more video or more battles. We definitely did just talk a lot, but yeah, tomorrow I'm probably gonna have a busy day because I gotta record the breakfast clip tomorrow. I'm probably recording my Worlds vid tomorrow, so I don't know, we'll see. There will be a new YouTube video today though. I'm gonna be posting Dash and Kyogre today, so I will be posting today. I expect that video coming in like maybe an hour or two. I was supposed to upload it last night, but apparently it didn't upload, so I guess whatever. We'll just upload it today and just count it for that. But thanks to everyone who tuned in today's stream. It was great hanging out with you guys again. There'll be a lot more streams in the future coming up, especially. And yeah, thank you to everyone who tuned in. Shout out to the lurkers. You really are the backbone of this channel. But yeah, have a good day, everyone, and I'll catch you guys next time.